moves, everyone!
Because of the multiple requests I received to make some tutorials in English explaining some of my moves, I decided to make this short set of videos with the very basic moves explaining how to start to follow Russian techniques and Russian videos and how to learn from the video and so on. The thing is that there are few very basic moves that you have to learn, and once you learn them, then you can easily follow all other more advanced tutorials. So in this first video we will begin with the simplest and most popular move of all time, is the weave, right? I'm sure everybody can do that, but just to make sure that you understand and we have the same terminology, is the forward weave, like here, like that, with your thumb going forward. And there is a backward weave, which is like this. Make sure you can do that both hands. It's of utmost importance that you can do that equally well with your left hand forward and equally well backward, because it's super important. Like, make sure you can combine them, one, the other, backward, something like that.
Why? Why am I doing this? I have a college degree! A monkey could do this!
Please pay attention that I'm doing this move as close to my body as possible. I'm not doing something like that. No, it must be really well controlled. Something like that. Once you learn that, it may take a few hours. It's okay. Just spend your time. Then you can learn something like that. You start at the bottom and then you raise your arm up and then back to the bottom. And the backward, the same thing. Once you learn that, try to do it as close to your body as possible. Something like that. It makes more like body tracing feeling or something like that. Make sure you can do it both hands. It's super important. Next, we are going to learn the timing. I'm sure most of you knows it, but still it's useful to get a quick look. First, there is the same time. So, same direction, same time. And there is what people call sometimes split time, though it's not really split time, it's same time as well, but just like that. I mean, this move. Everybody knows it, right? What not everybody knows is how to do that backward. Most people cannot do that backward. Make sure you can do both moves backward. You can do the same time backward and this kind of stuff backward. It will help you a lot in the future. And now we're gonna try to combine that move with arm going up and down, and we will add the left hand doing kind of split time, and we will get something like that, or something like that. These are just two weaves, as you can see, but I mean, easy, right? Next, once you've mastered that, we should try to learn the same direction. It's a little bit more difficult, but still it's essential. So your right hand does backward in fact now, but your left hand does forward. Something like that. As you can see, you and I cannot do it really precise. But then, as you move it upward, here you'll get the windmill. As we just saw, the windmill is just a combination of two weaves done on the top. But there's one more classical trick which is kind of a bonus here. It is the giant, because the giant is just a combination of two huge weaves. This is a regular weave, but the weave for giant would look like that, with extended arm. Make sure the plane of your fan is parallel to the wall behind you, something like that. Once you learn it with both arms, both hands, you can try to combine them in this kind of giant. Or if you are capable of doing the same direction, this stuff, you can also learn something like that, because it's just the same move but with extended arms. Note that I turn my body a little bit as I do the move. So finally, if you learn all these moves, you can try to combine them. Actually, the combination can be pretty random. I can go up, down, I can turn to the giant, or do one hand giant, one hand something like that. You know, I'm not really limited to anything, But what I really want you to learn is this. This is the most important point of this tutorial probably, that you have to learn how to stop and inverse the rotation. I'm talking about this kind of stuff. You stop and do the backward. You do the backward, stop, and you start to do the forward. It is difficult to overestimate how important it is, because this is the main way how you connect your performance with the music. So I really advise you to focus on it for hour or two. And finally, the homework. As a homework, I advise you to try this kind of stuff. You start with simple move, but then you stop your right hand, for example, in front of your face, and inverse the rotation. Do this kind of same direction thing. Then stop right hand again, and do the opposite direction thing. And so, begin with this simple move. Something like that. Then try to go upward and to do the same thing here. Something like that. As you can see, it really improves the impression of your performance, because it doesn't look as simple anymore. Especially if you try to combine like stops of right and left hand. And that is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Hopefully it was useful for you and not too much annoying. If you plan to follow these tutorials, please subscribe to this tutorial channel. You may also like to subscribe to my main channel where most of my videos are stored. And if you like the kind of stuff I do, you may also like to check my music, because that's mostly thing that I do in my life. And here's a small demo.